Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule. Stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Wednesday, the 3rd of May, 2023. A little bit before 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 80 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Jacksonville, Florida. Humidity is below 30%. Gorgeous day. 27th C. We are off to do this and that, tilting at windmills, what have you. Actually off to Home Depot to get keys and check out fittings, see if I can get fittings that'll fit on that walking cane, walking stick, trekking pole, whatever. I forgot to grab, dang it. So, what are you dinging for? I don't see any reason for it to be dinging at me. Where was I? Yeah, I have to get a couple things for the store for tomorrow. For some reason, it keeps dinging. The seatbelt's latched. Try it again. It's not showing any lights or anything. It just keeps ding, ding, dinging. I don't know. That'll be annoying. Anyhow, the other thing that I want to get, what I meant to say, I forgot to grab my canteen, because like everybody, when you got your survival kits and everything, everybody talks about water purifying tablets. Well, that's fine if you're in an area that has a lot of fresh water. Unfortunately, most of the water around here is brackish or salt. So, I mean, yeah, okay, you can get like, right now I'm going over a creek, which is actually part of the creek, I think, that runs past my house. Electronics and me are not getting along well today. This just decided to turn off. It's connected. And now it says it's connected again. I don't know. So yeah, and I want to do a desalination, like a small portable desalination or still for the salt water. So, and there's ways to do it with plastic bottles. I want to experiment with that. Well, excuse me, but you don't always have access to plastic bottles. Even though, I mean, the way litter is around, if you look for long enough, you'll find a couple of decent bottles. But there again, you know, they're trash to start with. So, so like a nice stainless steel canteen or water bottle or what have you, and then a copper tube or whatever, something that I can put over a fire and boils the water, comes through a coil, and it doesn't even really have to come through a coil, but just come into another container that will catch the steam and condense it back into water. And that leaves the salt and any other impurities behind. 99% impurity. So some chemicals may come through, blah, 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 blah. But better than drinking salty water. So, anyhow. I didn't think there'd be this much traffic at this time of the day. See how things work out. Right now I'm wearing my leg brace. Yesterday I went out without it, and man, getting in and out of the truck and walking around, and it was talking to me last night. So it had already gotten used to the 2 days when I was wearing it. I did realize today that you don't want to put it on if you're still damp at all from taking your shower, because that thing did not want to come up on my leg. But then I put an ankle brace on. It feels a little tight, but I think braces are supposed to be tight like that. I'm going to have to make sure my foot isn't losing circulation. Make sure my toes are nice and pink little piggies. And they were fine. Like the hour or so that I was wearing it around the house, didn't give me a problem. But circulation isn't as good when I'm sitting down, so I'll need to double check that. I swear I feel like an old man. And yeah, no wise comments. I know I'm an old man. But I feel like it. Of course, I felt like an old man for the past 10 or 15 years with all the various injuries and whatnot, but I wasn't actually wearing braces and whatnot all the time. At least I don't have my back brace on. I don't even know if they make one that'll fit me. I'm sure they do. That's just. I have gotten more and more rotund. I think a lot of it's holding water, but doctors say that you hold water in your ankles, like in your extremities, not in your stomach. But I've had 2 friends that were basically skinny as rails and just had big bellies, and it was all like holding water in their stomachs. So, and not complete. I do have, I'm a little puffier in other areas as well, but even that, I don't, I'm not huge. There's a couple guys that work at the $1 Tree that are big, like big. Like they've got giant forearms come down to little hands, and even though their hands are kind of large, puffy, fat, whatever, they don't fit with the rest of them. So I'm not that big yet. I hope I never get that big. Yeah, that's just big all over. I mean, I've never been small, even when I was down at 200 pounds or, well, after the accident that shattered my face and whatnot, and I was in the hospital for, I forget, like 4 months or 5 months, something like that. When I came out of the hospital, I had lost over 100 pounds. I went in at like 230, and I came out at like 115, and I looked like a skeleton. So, even though, I mean, my shoulders are still almost as broad as they are now, but there was no meat on anything. So, I was skinny. I went home last night. I watered those plants. I don't know if I even said something about finding the plants yesterday. I did a posting on them. I picked up 2 flats of flowers from the curb. It looks like landscapers left them behind or whatever. They're sitting on the curb, like out in the middle of nowhere. So I grabbed those, and they were dry. The flowers were all starting to shrivel. And yeah, I was like, I took them home, I watered them up, and they perked right up. I put a little bit of hydrogen peroxide in with them. Excuse me, they perked right up. I did a short little video on that, and then I planted several of them in one of the hanging baskets. And I went and told the lady in the front apartment that I had the flowers and that she could use any of them that she wanted on the planters out front and any planters that she has around her place. She loves flowers, and she'll take care of them way better than I would. I mean, I used to be pretty green thumbed and like to play with plants, but I haven't been as much lately. I mean, for one, my garden, like vegetables, don't grow very well with the lighting that I have. So most of the plants that I put out front are just like plant them and forget them. You know, they don't take a lot of tending, but then they get full of weeds and they do need some tending. That means I have to get out there and either bend over or bend my knees or, whatever. So they just don't get taken care of. And I think I went the wrong way. Not because I can't get to where I want to go, but because there's a school up here that I didn't even think about. It's a pretty truck. And, oh, no, maybe not. All right. I went this way, even though I'm pretty sure I can't get through the back way to Home Depot, because we're going to check himself to see if they got that road open yet. Somebody just went up there. If not, I can go around and it's still easier. Nope, road closed. It's all right. I can go up here and go around and come in their other driveway. It's easier than trying to cut across that main highway. I say that, and then people are all tied up here. And they won't, I know it's a single lane, but people, if you're going to make a left-hand turn off of a single lane, get as far over to the left on that lane as you can. That way people can go by you on the right. Oh. All right. Oh. I don't know how long we've been talking. 15 minutes. Yeah. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. I may or may not do another one later on, but that's to be decided. So let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they ain't, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Until I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. So long to y'all.